Somebody who left a comment on one of my videos from the past asked me something about being targeted or was I a targeted individual? Now, I am familiar with the term and the community itself. I had to separate myself from the actual targeted individuals community so that I could share some of the information that I have on this channel. That community can be very, very toxic. Take it from one who knows. But I believe one of the reasons why is because there is a bigger picture at play. And that bigger picture is, yes, there are individuals who get targeted. Why would you get targeted? You get targeted for speaking the truth, for saying the wrong thing, for investigating something that the establishment or the beings behind the matrix of Earth, for lack of a better term. But you get targeted by these beings, this group, whatever you want to call them, for looking into what they didn't want you to look into, basically. You stuck your nose in the wrong place and you ended up with a much more harder knock life than what would have ended up being. I don't know how many of you have heard the song by Jay-Z, It's a Hard Knock Life, but the establishment will make sure that you sing that song every day if they don't like something that you said. Basically, a lot of people who think that they are a targeted individual or who have made a video about it or made a post on Reddit about it or whatever, they think that it's just the government and it's just some simple program operation that's being ran military style, and it's just some type of psychological operation, nothing more, nothing less. But I'm here to tell you that, well, you know, deep down inside, if you've really plugged into your intuition and you've come to understand the knowledge that I've shared on this channel, you know that it's deeper than that, okay? This is the great thing about being in the soul trap community, is that our minds are just open to deeper aspects, deeper spiritual knowledge, uncovering the BS that's behind the curtain, pulling the wool from our eyes so we can see the real truth, because we're ready for it. Okay. A lot of people have some things to say about people who believe in the soul trap theory, but it opens your mind up to much deeper things and aspects that you didn't know were there and that you weren't even open to at first. But then when you started to question your reality and you came into this new knowledge of things, it just intrigued you and you realized there's a bigger picture here. And that's what I'm pointing at. It's like the targeted individuals phenomenon is being operated at a much higher frequency and a much deeper realm than what you realize. You can easily say it's just the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, whoever else, the DEA, whatever group you want to blame. Okay. You can just say it's some secret military operation, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, you could be wrong. And if you're not willing to open yourself to the deeper aspect of things, then you're just going to be stuck in that loop of thinking it's some everyday stuff going on. But when you realize it's deeper than that, that what is targeting you is being projected from a much deeper and higher frequency, from a more powerful realm, then it starts to make sense of why you see all the weird stuff that you do in life. Okay, so I've had some events happen in my life that have made me question my reality even more so than what I already was doing. Like long before I was introduced to the soul trap theory, like I already was questioning my reality and the things around me. I'm going to get more into that. I was big into a lot of conspiracies, not just the one on the last video that I talked about, but also the conspiracy of chemtrails and adrenochrome and FEMA camps and you name it. On top of that, I was trying to find my soul's purpose and trying to figure out why my life was already semi kind of hard, you know? Like I haven't had the easiest life. When I was younger, yeah, I had some fun in life. I dated some beautiful women, I made some money, I did some things. I partied a little bit, I lived a fun life somewhat, but yet in between that, I had some rocky moments which made me question my reality. And then it became a lot rockier, a lot more rockier. Um, Once I started questioning my reality more, and it seemed like something didn't want me to do this, whatever you want to call it, but it was there. What it seems like to me is there is something there. Put it whatever name you want on it, but it's there. And this intelligence, this thing, whatever, it's there to apprehend you once you start looking for truth. If you become a truth seeker, and I mean a hardcore one, to where you are literally willing to give up old beliefs, old ways of thinking, old patterns to find the truth that resonates with you and your soul, this thing targets you and it tries to turn your world upside down. I've literally seen people become hijacked in my personal life, or what seems like them being hijacked, to where they just start behaving in ways that I've never seen before, giving me weird looks, maneuvering a certain way. I felt things in the environment, in the stratosphere, in the atmosphere. Okay. This stuff is real. You can be targeted, but it's on a much bigger and deeper scale than most people are willing to admit. And until you can come to that conclusion for yourself, it's like talking to a wall with most individuals. I have experienced being targeted for questioning my reality and trying to find the deeper truths. However, do I believe I am a targeted individual in that sense, part of a targeted individual's community? No. I'm just someone who has experienced some weird stuff in life for trying to find the truth. I don't even worry about being targeted on a day to day basis because that's like promoting victimhood. You know that there is such a thing that can target you, but you continue to live your life and try to be the best version that you possibly can. Otherwise, you're setting yourself up for failure. But those are just my thoughts and my opinions.